Hello friends, Sam McGrim, doing TCGs yet again. Got another box of Flesh and Blood, Dusk Till Dawn. I say box. Got another case of Flesh and Blood, Dusk Till Dawn. Pretty decent luck so far. 1 Marvel, 3 Legendaries, 2 of which were Cold Foil. It's not a terrible place to be living, now is it? I'm certainly happy with it. So, let's see. Can this one stab myself in the hand while opening my wrappers? Can this one live up? Does this one finally provide our first letdown? Or does this one amp it up even more? Lots of different options here. Which way will the pack deities lead us? Good question. While we're opening them, remember, borderthangames.com. At checkout, use code GRAHAMTCG or follow the link down there and you'll get there directly. And it should do it for you automatically, but that'll get you 5% off your first order with Paul at Border Than Games. That's where I do my Flesh and Blood playing. A big chunk of my buying, I rarely walk out of there without spending entirely too much money. And that's not because of him, that's because I walk out with too much stuff. So definitely hit Paul up, lets him know I sent you, gets you a little bit of a discount on whatever you are hunting, and just generally, lets him know I sent you. There's Decimator and Cleansing Light, once again, the art I like. Yeah, Paul's good people, love to support him. So definitely, if you're looking for cards, either don't have an LGS, they don't have what you are looking for, or just generally you're like, oh, it's the same price, but I can get a little bit off my first order, and maybe you come back for more later. Who knows? Maybe he builds that relationship with you. That would be great in any situation, whatever your case may be. Definitely hit him up. I enjoy supporting him. So there you go. Censor, my second Majestic. And early on here, we get a Majestic Cold Foil, the Grimoire of the Haunt. That is a decent enough start. We've been hitting Majestics pretty hard. That'll go in that cool. As long as it'll get covered up if we get a legendary, but it'll go in that good legendary spot for now. That's a good spot for it to start off with. We've slowed down the last couple packs, but we definitely were hitting we're hitting Majestics hard and fast early on there. Now we are, like I say, we've kind of slowed down. It's the first Majestic Cold Foil I've gotten. I either gotten Legendaries, Marvels, or common, or no, rares or commons every step of the way up until this point. Hadn't hit a Majestic yet. Well, there is a Rainbow Foil Majestic, Poison the Well, which is just kind of a fun piece of card design, I think. And the new Luminaris. Target Angel attack or attack action card with Herald in the name gets Go Again. Not bad. It's not quite old Luminaris, but that we kind of get a new version of a another one of the hey, why don't you make your aura a weapon that swings at stuff card in this set. Which is actually kind of fun. Thinking about that, it reminds me of the spiritual weapon for a cleric in Dungeons & Dragons. Kind of that same concept. So I like that. Ooh, I think this is the first of this I've seen in my opening so far. Runic Reckoning. Costs 1 less to play for each rune chant you control. The next rune blade attack action card you play gets +3. Okay. It already only costs 1, so all you need is 1 rune chant and you get a free boost. Not bad. Resounding Courage looks like it should be for Dorinthia, but it's not bitter. Numbskull. It's a fun card too, actually. 2 for 6, blocks 3. When it's in any zone, its cost to play, attack, and defense can't be modified. So that's pretty interesting. So something like one of Prism's new cards can't reduce Reality Refractor. That's the other new pay 2 or attacks for 5, like that. Can't reduce the attack to kind of make it not a popper. Or if you're blocking with it. Oh, there we go. Okie dokie. I snuck up on that one a little bit faster than I would have liked, but ooh. Figment of Tenacity, which is Metis, Archangel of Tenacity. Come on, focus. When she attacks, you may banish a card from your hero's soul. If you do, your attacks this turn get Dominate. Wow. Well, box 1 is definitely hitting hard for this case so far. Whew. Dimensional Vortex coming right behind that for a Rainbow Foil Majestic, the second one. This box is bringing some heat. I've got to open another pack of sleeves just because of that. We'll have one ready right there. Whew. I was just thinking that I hadn't seen a Majestic Angel in a while. Why don't we just skip the regular old boring Majestic Angel? Let's get a Marvel. Banneret of Gallantry. That's a hit. When we already had a better than average cold foil. And there is our first extended art reprint, Blue Herald of Tenacity. Whew. And there we get a young Prism. I didn't realize that they were both Majestic slotted, actually. I don't think I'd seen a young one yet. I just got my adult one in the previous case. So that is very nice. There's Cleansing Light. Yeah, I love that card. Requiem for the Damned. Man. That's 7 non-foil Majestics, 2 foil, a cold foil Majestic, and a Marvel. So far in box 1. That is, going into the last pack, that is a great box. And nothing super special in that last pack, but good grief. That was a great box. Let's see what else this case can do this. if you haven't seen the opening that Fabulous did, that I was a part of, one of his viewers that had bought into that, that's still a that is short of pulling the marble, the less printed marble for this one. Man, I'm blanking on the Levia marble. Short of pulling that was the best box possible. It's at this point it'll have been a while since that posted on the he put it out on the 16th. Chains of Methodist. So I'll spoil it now, but you should watch that because that was wild. But that case had both rainbow and cold foil fabled, 2 marbles, and what was the other? There was another decent hit there. Grasp of Darkness was... Actually, there may have been a Grasp of Darkness. There's something in Darkness, cold foil. But there's our cold foil, this box. I feel like it was an extended art something. Maybe I'm mistaken. But there was one other pretty decent hit in there. Just wild. That was a lot of fun to watch, and just see some monster hits rolling out. That was pretty neat. Somebody was like, "This case was a loser, didn't have a legendary in it," which was hilarious because it had 2 fableds and 2 marbles. So, I mean, come on. I want to say the fabled and the second marvel. Don't quote me on this. I don't remember the exact positioning of them. It may have been in the same box. There were a couple of the big hits that were in the same box, I think. Just pretty wild, pretty cool stuff. Cleansing Light. Still love to see that every time. Just a wild, just amazing case. Can this one do something like that? I mean, it's early yet. It may even have been a grimoire. I don't remember. But maybe as early yet as this is. There's my gal, Chorus of Iron Song. This is my second one. See one more of those and I will be a happy camper. To do some tweaking to my deck. Oh, hey. Alright. Prayer of Bologna. Yet another Majestic right there. Won't help Dorinthia a lot, but if y'all convince me I need to play Bolton, it might help me. Glaring Impact. An Envelope and a Banneret. Leave me alone, I know. Soul Butcher. So we don't have a foil Majestic yet this box. We do have a cold foil. We're pretty much on pace with about a quarter of the box left. There are plenty. Well, there is a Majestic right there to get us a step closer there. There's a rare Ram Raider and then Themis. I do already have a Themis. That is okay. Again, these are legendary, so they are only 1 per deck. So you don't need, unless you're building multiple decks or you're just wanting to collect them or whatever, but especially the regular version, you don't need more Cleansing Light. Hey, there's our friend Surgical Extraction. That they, with the same collector information, so this actually lists as a Dynasty card, but they were short printed in Dynasty, so they put an equal number into Dusk Till Dawn to make up for the mistaken short print, which I thought was a pretty cool solution. That was good on them. And it's a pretty decent assassin card, frankly. So not a bad Majestic to hit. So we're now on pace with Majestics. The only thing we have not seen that we would typically think to, we actually haven't seen an extended art reprint yet, unless I just missed it, which is definitely possible. And we've not seen a foil Majestic yet. What we do now have is the card that I have been talking about for multiple videos, that when it popped up, I'd talk about it. This is another card that may have to find its way into my deck. It's not necessarily what I usually go with, but starting in the hero to your left, each hero chooses War or Peace. If they choose War, the only actions they may play or activate during their next turn are weapon and attack actions. If they choose Peace, the only actions they may play or activate are non-weapon, non-attack actions. So that's really interesting against certain decks and against certain builds that may be trying to do specific things. That is at the very least going to be a 2-of in my sideboard. Just depending on the matchup I run into. There's Morlock Hill. That is our foil, our rainbow foil Majestic. Just, it is an interesting thing. Hey, and there's our Herald of Triumph, extended art. Just something to make, I mean, you have to make a decision, but you know what you want to do, right? Especially in my deck, if I'm playing Warrior, what I want is probably to say weapon or attack action, right? But if you're playing against somebody like, I mean, I would say a Rune Blade is a pretty decent example of a, now you have to make a choice. What do you play next turn? Which I think is a neat concept. And a lot of people seem to think the same way. That card has seemingly picked up quite a bit of interest really quickly. Ooh. Sechem, Archangel of Ravages. I had not picked up this Figment Angel yet. So that is a new Majestic for me. And one that, like I was saying, okie dokie. That is the Rainbow Foil Fabled, my friends. A Rainbow Foil Light of Soul. So it's legendary, 1 per deck. When it is pitched, reveal the top card of your deck. If it's yellow, put it in your hero's soul. And then we get a extended art Herald of Triumph. Okay, so we got a Fabled and a Marvel and a Cold Foil Majestic so far this box. That is not bad. That is not bad at all. we're inching into old Mark's excellence territory for his case. Mischievous Meeps. I did get my hit of that. I didn't get as good hits as anybody else, but I did land not a cold foil frontline plating, but we have one of those now. A foil Warmonger's Diplomacy, which, you know, in a relatively disappointing pull for my luck in that opening, that was not bad. That was a little bit of a mitigating factor. But hey, we have a Rainbow Foil Fabled already here. Another marble and a Rainbow Foil Fabled. 2.5 thumbs up. I would say that this box is going slowly with only a rare cold foil and a couple of Majestics so far. Oh, well, there's another Majestic, but also y'all would just not take me seriously at all, considering there's a Rainbow Foil Fabled that has come out of this third box of my case. So y'all aren't gonna take me seriously if I spout nonsense like that, are you? I don't blame you. So we don't have a Rainbow Foil Majestic this box, and we've got 3 regular Majestics. But come on. At this point, we pulled a Fabled, regardless of which foiling. When you pull a Fabled, there's not a whole lot of room to complain. There's just not. Maybe if it's Blood of Drakai. Rainbow Foil. Maybe if it's the Rainbow Foil of that, maybe you get to complain then. But even then, you pulled the Fabled. I don't know. Your call. I won't judge you too harshly regardless. So we are into the second half of this box. With it being fairly slow for a minute now. We definitely got some big heat fast, but there is a widespread destruction right on cue to give us another Majestic. We definitely had excitement up front with an Angel, and then the cold foil Fabled, or cold foil Rainbow Foil Fabled, not cold, Rainbow. Bolton. Oh hey, there is a second, an extra prism. I don't suppose that's a card that I will need more than one of. What a adult. Yeah, that's the adult version. And there is a rare Vincent, the young version. Good timing. So the Vincent, the adult is Majestic, and the young is rare. Banner Editor Protection. For Prism, they are both Majestic, which is interesting to me. Angelic Decent. This is another. My second case was good. 2 legendaries, 1 Rainbow Foil, but not just like ridiculous. The first one was very good with a Marvel and a legendary and an extended art. Was just legitimately quite good. But this one with a marble, a cold foil majestic, and a rainbow foil fabled. We're only in box 3. This is the last pack of box 3, however. Oh, I was starting to say, the thing I have not talked about yet. Hey, foil numbskull. There's our foil majestic I was talking about. And a Starstruck as well. What a great box. There are those artsy Marvel versions of the, I guess it's Prism and Chain, the art cards that are serialized. There are 10 of each. I feel like several have popped up now. I've seen at least 3. I was kind of out of touch for a chunk of today, so I don't know if another one, if more have popped up other than the first 3. But so there are only 20 of those fellas, and I feel like, you know, dollars and cents wise, they have been having some pretty large sums attached to them at this point, which, you know, to some degree kind of makes sense. The special art cards, but also serialized. I don't know how much of the offers / asking prices have actually gone through or not. So I'll be curious to see how that develops over time. Dabble in Darkness. That's a gruesome. 0 for 5. Okay, that I have seen that. That's the one that's Ravenous Rabble without Go Again. Essentially. Blocks 3 though. I would love to pull one of those serialized cards and find out. I will get a Shroud of Darkness, however. So, I'll never really complain about a cold foil in general. I'd really love to pull the light ones instead of the shadow ones, just being, you know, the way I roll. However, we're just happy with cold foils in general. Cold foiling is such a cool concept. There's Herald of Ravages. So, frankly, foil Starstruck, sure thing. I mean, it's hard for me to say anything other than this case has been a really good one. Okay, so as I say that, why don't we just go ahead and pull another legendary, a rainbow foil Dyadic Carapace. Sure. Why? I guess we hadn't had a legendary this particular case, but yeah, let's throw a rainbow foil legendary on top of all of that. Why not? Why not? What an excellent case. What an excellent case. So that's our first legendary, a rainbow foil one. Go along with a marble and a rainbow foil fabled. And a majestic cold foil. Surgical Extraction, Warmonger's Diplomacy, foil Starstruck. Just a wall of excellent cards. This is a Very, very good case. I am happy with this. Angelic Decent. And then what's funny about this box, we got that legendary, we got Starstruck, we got a cold foil. We only have 2 non-foil Majestics so far. And on cue, there's number 3, a Bastion of Unity. My second one of those. Being equipment, I will most likely not keep more than one. And there is another Poison the Well, Rainbow Foil, Majestic, and a Banneret of Gallantry for non-foil Majestic number 4. This case brought it. This case brought it. I'm not upset with it at all. I'm upset with that card trying to run off. 2 foil Poison the Well, so that's fun. And there is a Yellow Herald of Tenacity, the extended art reprint. Celestial Reprimand. Oh, there's a card I hadn't seen yet. Just an excellent piece of art by Andy Aslamoff. Alluring Inducement. A Shiana specialization, which is just a fun and fascinating. Don't think we'd had a Shiana specialization. That's the other thing. Now that, of course, her price is probably jacking up now that there are more cards for her, I need to actually pick up a Shiana. I don't have one at all. I had a cold foil one a ways back. May even have that. I've had 2 cold foil ones back in the early days of Crucible War and kept neither of them, unfortunately. So I need to get my hands on a rainbow foil one probably. But I bet even that is significantly up from where it has been. But I need to do that. I need to do that. Blessing in Front Lines. And the last pack of what has been really good case. Charge of the Light Brigade. And we do get one more Majestic to land us at 6 in the close. A copy of Censor. Well, let's start here. Let's look at this. So we got Starstruck in foil. We got Numbskull in foil. Warlock Hill in foil. Dimensional Vortex. 2 Poison the Wells. So that's what? 6 rainbow foil Majestics. Decent run of cold foil commons and rares. Like we're pretty good with that, right? Then we come over here. Just come right on over here. We got a Warmonger's Diplomacy. We got Alluring Inducement. We got Surgical Extraction. We got Themis. Another chorus. Love that. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Starstruck. Prism again. Young Prism. Another one of our fun angels. Second. But, y'all. Cold Foil Grimoire of the Hunt. Nice, right? Dyadic Carapace. Rainbow Foil Legendary. Nice, right? Rainbow Foil Fabled and Midas Archangel of Tenacity, the Marvel. So we got a Marvel. We got a Rainbow Foil Fabled. We got a Rainbow Foil Legendary. And we got a Cold Foil Majestic. We're gonna let these two be the winners right up here at top, right? Another great case. Just a wonderful case. Loving this set. The art's spectacular. Just, it's fun to open again, I think. Outsiders, with its really low Majestic counts, was kind of a little bit tough. These, you get these extended art reprints, and the Majestic seem to be back to kind of the rate most of us are used to. I like that a lot, y'all. And the art, it, like I've said, is just a jump up. This set's fun. Really like it. Absolutely love it. Thanks again for spending some of your day with me. Really, I'm tickled by that. And I hope you've enjoyed this. Let me know what you're pulling. What should I try and play out of this? What am I missing? And hit up borderthangames.com. Give Paul some support as well. Thank you so much, y'all. Have a great rest of your night. Bye, y'all.